Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Show Barbecue. Today we're going to smoke a chuck roast to make some pulled beef on the Char-Griller Akorn. Here is our 2-pound dry-aged full-blood Wagyu chuck roast. A lot of great marbling in here that's going to make this super tender, and it's going to be great for pulling apart to make that pulled beef. Wings is from out of Kansas. I will leave some information below in the show more section how to get in touch with these. A great company, family owned, super nice to deal with. So I've already put on here some garlic infused olive oil. We're using a homemade rub that doesn't have any salt in it. This is a really good beef rub. We're gonna put it on there very generously because this is a thick piece of meat. Again, we've already got salt in the actual dry brine that we put on there. Half a teaspoon basically is all you need. It doesn't look like it's a lot per pound, but just get it all the way around and it will do that job for you when it comes to getting that dry brine going. Do this side. Basically what we're going to do is let this sit while we get the acorn up to temp. I want to show you what we're going to be using today. This is the Flame Boss 400. You've got two of your inputs here. One is for the pit and then one is for the meat temp. Of course it is electrical powered. It fits right into the vents here on the acorn. It comes with, this is a larger one, but this is just the insert you put into wherever your vent is. The one that came for the acorn was a little bit big, and I just had to kind of modify it a little bit so it fit in there and it fits perfectly. This is what we're going to be using to modify our temp today. We're going to be going around 275. I'll show you the app now, how we set that up. Okay, we've got our Flame Boss connected to our Flame Boss app. We want to set our pit temp to, we're going to be going around 275 today. So we're going to roll this up to 275. Very simple to do. Okay. And we want to set our alarm, I want to say about 15 difference. Okay. And now we want to set our meat temp. We're going to set it for 165 and then we're going to wrap it. Set both of these to 165 for now. Okay, we've got this set. Now we'll get our chuck roast on and we'll get our probe set. We'll put our meat probe right here in this thick part. And we're gonna close our lid. I'm gonna spray this about every hour with some beef broth until we get to 165. At that time, we're gonna wrap it and I'll show you what I do at that time. Okay, we are 1 hour into it. We're gonna spray it with some beef broth. Close it back down and we're gonna check it in another hour. 2 hours into it, we're gonna spray it again with some beef broth. And that bark is setting up nice. As you can see, it's plumping up. Some of that fat is rendering down on there. We're right around 145 at 2 hours. 165, we're gonna wrap it. Okay, we're at 165. We're gonna take our probe out and then put this in some foil. We're gonna put our chuck roast down on these. I cut up an onion. You can use whatever onion you want to. This is just a Vidalia onion. Kind of fold up our sides a little bit. And we're going to pour as much as this reserve beef broth as possible. And we're going to take and wrap this up tightly. Try to keep that all that beef broth in. We'll get this back onto the acorn and give it about, well, we'll just give it to us about 205 internal, and then we'll let it rest. We've been going for another hour and a half. Our probe is showing 205. I want to put our instant read in there and check it and see kind of where we are. It's growing, growing, and growing. It's about 203, 204. 205 there. 208. So what we're going to do is wrap this back up, put it in a towel, and let it sit for a little while and let all those juices absorb back in there, and hopefully it'll be super tender before we can just pull it apart. Here's our chuck roast. I've already kind of started pulling it apart a little bit. It's not quite as tender as I want it to be, but it's still going to be pretty good if we want to make a sandwich out of it or just chop it up and have a side with it. But it's coming apart pretty good. I'm going to try to take it and just chop it up a little bit finer, kind of like Eastern North Carolina barbecue like we like here. Let me get this chopped up and we will do a little taste test. I'm going to pour the reserve sauce that we had. We poured inside with the onion and the beef broth inside the foil. That'd be good to pour over top of this instead of putting any kind of barbecue sauce on it. All right, let's give it a try. Very tender. Like I said, it didn't pull apart exactly like I wanted it, but it's still very, very tender because it's Wagyu beef. Flavors are amazing. Letting it baste in that beef broth and the onion really gives it some more flavor, some more depth. Recommend trying this. 275. You can do it in about 5 hours. If you want to bump it up a little bit, it's up to you. If you're not worried about a smoke ring, which I really wasn't, I still got that smoke from the MojoBricks, and I'll leave information on how to get you some MojoBricks. Again, pretty soon I'll be having basically a video to show you guys everything that they're sending me. They're going to be a sponsor of my channel, and I'm really looking forward to a long-lasting relationship with them as well. Thank you guys for being with us. Give this a try. Hope you enjoy it. If you're not a subscriber, you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We're also on Roku. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, God bless.